Right, so this is going to be a fun one today. We've got washing machine, dishwasher needed to be installed. Is it a dishwasher? Dryer. Okay, so we have this box in here. I believe that is a soil stack. So first off, I need to poke a hole in it, open it up, and hopefully that's it. Now there's a bathroom above, so you would guess, you would presume that there is a waste in here. And there it is. Lovely, lovely. Oh, there's a bit of a breeze in there. So, luckily, that is the job just there. So, parked right outside. It's in a garage. So, we have this boss adapter. So, that's what we're going to use to tap into that saw pipe. That's going to be our waste. So, let's get that one fitted. This is what we're using. It is a Boscon 110 TBL. This isn't a sponsored video. Couldn't care less about McAlpine. Well, I could. They're good fittings, but it's not a sponsored one. So this is the fitting. So you cut your hole, pop that in, and then you've got a key here that goes in here. Somehow, there we go. And then you twist that. And as you twist, you're pulling this up too, making that rubber expand, and that is, you seal all the way around. Now, I am gonna not glue this on, but I am going to put some sealant around it. So you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm not going to glue it because I'm going to make this so it's sort of removable. Do we make it removable or do we just glue it? I did get some OB1 sealant, but yeah, that's what we'll use. That is what we'll use. So I've read the instructions. We need a 57mm, which is, I believe it's this one. And we'll check on there. Where does it say it? There it is. 57mm. So that is the hole saw that we're going to use. Now, I'll use these Mandrex ones. These cut everything. These are for plastic, wood, tiles, light concrete. So, a bit of a universal one. So, I did have a look to see if they do have any like normal wood ones. They didn't actually have a 57 in stock. Right, so I'm just going to mark it up. So I'm going to get it nice and where I want it, back there. Then what I'll do is I'll just get a pencil in the middle. And we're just going to, hopefully that's marked it up. And there we go, we've marked it up there. I want to make sure we ping it right in the centre of that. Okay, let's get it started. There we go, right. I want to try not to lose that that bung down the hole. So there we go. Right, that's that out. And we are just going to clean up all around this edge. And there we go, it's quite neat. So to get anything to bond, we actually do need to scuff this up a little bit. So I've got a wire brush. And I'm just going to key in. We want to make sure that this surface isn't super smooth. We want it a little bit rough. We'll do the exact same again. With this piece inside would fit in. As you can see, it kind of leaves these nice, like, can you see on camera? Leaves these nice, like, scratchy marks, you can hear it. It gives the glue something to sort of bond into, the sealant rather. There we go, lovely jubbly. Right, that's both sides done. Right, so I'm going to be using this OB1 adhesive. OB1 is like the best shit going, really, to be honest with you. It's like thick, nice, decent adhesion. Can't really go wrong. It's a good price as well. It's not like super expensive. And there we go. We probably got way too much on there, but it's better than not enough. Now, if you actually look at this fitting, you can see it's angled up. Obviously, you want to have a fall, so it's got preset fall in it. So if you put it on the other way, now it's facing down, now it's facing up. So you just have to be a little bit careful to make sure you got it facing up. Oh, should we put the cat? Hang on. Right, there we go. I needed to put light on there, really, because it was a bit too dark. Right, so pop that in there, push that on, make sure it's on nice and firm. Now we're going to just whip our key in there, and I believe it's anti-clockwise, so you need to turn it. I feel like that's the right way. Is it? It's not clockwise, is it? I should have checked that first, shouldn't I, really? Right, it was anti-clockwise. Now I'm going to leave that key in the boxing, just in case it ever wants to come out. So now we can run our waste pipe across, and we can do our waste pipe for our washing machine. So we've got our hockey stick, or what are these even called? Like, what's the code? I actually don't know. Everyone just calls them a hockey stick. Do you know, it actually doesn't say it on there. Usually they have like a code, like, oh, there you go, WM3. There we are. I don't know, sometimes people ask me about the codes for things, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I can't remember. Right, so, pretty easy. Blue washer, push that in there, tighten that up. Now you can cut this down a bit if you want, if you've got too much length. They do come with a couple of clips, so we'll use those. Now, I don't think we're going to need any fittings, because obviously where you got this movement here, you can angle it, and we are just going to put it nice and tight into that corner. So let's just put a little stub of pipe into the boss, a little stub of pipe into here, should all be good. So we push that fully in, and then we want this to be about that deep, so we're going to just put a pencil line on it. If the pencil line will, there we go. And then what I can do is undo that, take it out, and we'll get that one cut. So it's just a compression fit in like that, and now we can cut it on that line. They're not flattering angles, are they? It's because I've left the tripod at home. Now I've got the little clamp on one. I might bring it in a sec, but I just don't know what I'm going to clamp it to. So I'll figure something out in a sec. So let's just get this face pop done, and then we'll get you some angles that are a bit more flattering to me. So pop that on there, and then this one here, pop that on like that. Let's get this rubber out like that. Pop that on there. Push it down there. There we go. Look. Perfect. Right, so there's our little bit. So that one in there. Get that on there, like that. Is it tightening on? There it is. Make sure we don't cross thread nothing. Thread. No, stuff that. I ain't going to keep correcting myself. It's threads. Threads. Right. That goes on there. I think we might want to just, we're going to just cut a bit more of that plasterboard out of the way so it's not in our way. There it is. Right. Just get that behind there. Like that. Yeah, that one can go on there like that. There we go. I need two hands now. Well, that's a bit better. That's a bit better of an angle. Okay, so look. New builder state. Everything is plasterboard walls. So Now we're not going to go mental and do plasterboard fixings on all 4 of these screws, because that'd just be like just a waste of fittings. This is just holding its own weight with a bit of water in, okay? So we are just going to do this. Mark up, keep that nice and straight. Mark up 1 hole. So there. And all I'm going to do is 1 plasterboard fixing. There. So I've just got these ones from Fisher. It's completely overkill. And then the rest of the screws, you're kidding me. Is that wood there? It is. Alright, sweet. That one's alright then. Okay, we don't need a plasterboard fixing if that is the case. Okay, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's double plastered. But basically I've got these screws, the thread goes all the way up to the very top, which helps it bite. That's just pure luck that we've hit a joist, that we've hit a bit of wood. Oh well. Right, this side probably won't. I don't know, strange. But yeah. And now I'm going to be like tugging on it, so I think it'll be alright. Because look, you overwind them and you're just going to end up with them pulling straight back out. So that will do. That is our waste done. So I've kind of got to show you what's going on. So the other side of this is the kitchen. We're in the garage. We need to bring a cold feed through. So obviously we're going to have to drill from one side to the other. So let's go and have a look, see what we got and whereabouts we actually want to put that feed in. Oh, let's go. I've locked it. Right, okay. So let's go around into the kitchen area. Lovely. Right, so we've got keys now. Okay, so there's the outside wall. Stack would be there. So we've got our cold feeds here. Loads of cold feeds there. Now I've just taken the doors off and taken the shelf out. So we need to punch a hole through there. I want to keep it sort of in this area on the top shelf. Then we go corner and then through there. Okay, I've just been to the van and got these which are called, I think they're called wood beavers. Basically nail proof. They're made by Armeg. Pretty damn good. And these are what, 19, 16 or 17 mil? What size did I get? I actually got in these? I actually don't know. I think it's 19. Basically, I said to the people that brought them from at Tool Fair was on one for 22, one for 15 mil pipe, and they said, these are the ones you want. So we're going to go through, but I need to know the heights. And what I think I'll probably do is go from this side and go back through, because at least then I can get it where I want it hit. It doesn't matter about the other side because that's all in a cupboard, but we want it where we want it here. And I'm thinking around here somewhere, and then facing downwards so that your hose goes onto it and you tighten it up from underneath. Right, I'm going to say between 50 and 70 mil. Let's see where that looks. Right, so I'm going to give it a mark. It's about 60 mil. I think that's a good, nice sort of height to put it. So let's get this one blasted through. Okay. I think we might need a longer bit. I've got a bit holder, a longer bit holder for that. actually don't know, to be honest with you. Oh, there's quite a cavity there, isn't there? Yeah, let's see what we've got. It's really annoying, but I can't find my long bit holder, so I've just put it in a normal bit, extra bit, just to see if I can get a little bit more on that. See if we can. Oh my word! Oh no! Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Just trying to think what I've got I can use. Even if I had just a big long bit to pilot it, which I don't think I have. What have I got? What have I got? Apart from my great big long SDS bits, but I don't really think I want to be getting rid of an SDS bit, but I might have to. Come on, Sam, think on your feet. That's a bit of a bloody cave in there. This isn't looking good, right? Longest SDS bit I could find. Actually, it's about the same length. So we're getting out the big pilot bit for the SDS. I think that is going to be our only saving grace here. So all we're going to do is just put it on drill, not hammer, and then that is 100% going to be long enough. I think I'm going to have to come that side though to drill. Ooh. I don't know what we're hitting there, but it's bouncing. So I believe it's the backboard of the base unit that we're hitting. So what I'll do is I'll set you up in there, and you can see it popping through as I drill. Right, there it is there. Nice one. Right, so I need to poke a bit of pipe through there. Come on. Go through. Go through. Come on, what are we hitting? Needed this, the persuader. There we go. Persuaded it in. You will go in. You will. Let's see where that's ended up. There's a lot back and forth in these jobs. Ooh. Perfect, look at that. So as you can see, I've isolated the water. Using those. Now we've figured out which one's cold, which is this one here. And we can't get a cutter in there, so what I'm going to do is undo that nut, and then I can cut it. I ain't got to worry about measuring because you've got a flexi there, so we're just going to cut it right in the middle. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, right, smack bang in the middle. And then we can put a T on there. So that's off. We can clean it up. So that, and then this one. Like that. Right. Bit of paste. Paste this olive. that. Put that back in there. I can tighten back on now. Fix that up. Put that back in there. Right, so now I need to put a bit of pipe going across there. Awkward pipe work in there. I'm going to need some benders and other stuff. Now, no such thing as a wasted trip, right? All the stuff I don't need anymore, we'll take that back out to the van. So, always tidy up as you go along. It makes it so much quicker. The overall job is never walk anywhere empty-handed. I taught that as an apprentice, and I tell you what, it's bloody right, it works. Right, that can go up there. Right, that goes up there. Do I need any more fittings? Yes, I do. I want some M&F elbows. Probably. Also need a socket because we're going through 2 units. You can't hard pipe it through 2 units without putting a join in. It's just impossible. It's just a bit of a nightmare. Hard piping, as much as I'd love to just run a load of plastic and just cowboy it, but that's just not in my nature. I can't use plastic for stuff like that. It's on show. Oh, it looks awful. Would I have been out of here by now if I was using plastic? About 5 minutes more, and I think I'd probably be out of here. But yeah, nah, no plastic on this channel. Apart from tomorrow, we're doing some first fixing tomorrow in an extension, and just for the time frame that I've got to actually do this like first fix, so we're dropping a radiator down, 2 radiators. We're coming off of the feed off the top of the boiler. We're doing 2 radiators, one upstairs, one downstairs. We've got some saw pipe work to do. We got to run hot and colds over to an ensuite. I'm just going to run that in plastic. I just will. So, yeah, I don't like using plastic, especially on small jobs. I don't think there's any need on small jobs, but yeah, it's got time and a place, hasn't it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you guys love a bit of plastic? I'm a bit like, I don't know. Every time I use it, I'm like, oh, it's so easy, it's so good, but I don't know. There ain't really that many negatives, apart from, right, in my local area, you got rodents, you got mice, you got field mice and stuff like that, because it is countryside. Some of my properties are like in farms, barns. You know, we've seen some dead mice and dead rats and stuff in these barns and that. You have to hard pipe it in those areas because they will gnaw through it, and then you got a big leak. But like here, I'm sure on this new build, the rest of the pipe work is probably in plastic. You know what I mean? So I'll put a nice little set on that. So, like that. Go through that one. Come on. Where it is. Where is it? Come on. Come on, just have you through there. There we go. So now that one dips down to meet that one there. Like that. There we go. go. Pushed in there, lovely jubbly. There we go. Right, so we just got to do this last little bit here. Now, someone enlighten me in my comments. Why would a washing machine valve need a double check built in? Like, just, what's the point? Yeah, I've never put double check valves on washing machine valve. I mean, I just got this one off, this one that I had in the van. But, surely, the manufacturers of the washing machine put in a type D by law, which, I mean, I'm going right back to my college days to try and remember what it was called, but I'm sure it was a type D backflow prevention that needed to be fit. Now, I don't know. It just seems daft to me, really, that it even needs putting in. Now, this one, all I'm going to do is put on. I've got these long stem M&Fs. Now, these are made to go into a compression fitting, so a lot longer. Nice thick wall, and they're made for compression fitting. So like here, that is going to look a lot better than having like a little pipe. It's just another joint to go wrong, I suppose. So there we go, we're looking good there. Right, I'm just going to turn it on. I've got my flathead, turn the isolations on, test it all, and then I've got to put the shelves back and put the doors back on in here. So let's go have a look. Hot, cold. Check leaks. Well, we don't need the benders anymore. Come on, that's where you're supposed to fit in there. Like that. Right, we'll take a bucket and we shall just run it through just to clear it out. So obviously they don't want to be washing their clothes with a lot of flux and horribleness in that pipe work. So we'll just pull out a bucket's worth. That absolutely stinks. So before I go emptying it anymore, you can really smell the flux in there, the burnt up flux. And you can see it's like quite cloudy as well. So that's why I want to get rid of anything before this actually gets connected to a washing machine. I don't show this enough on my YouTube because it's obviously boring, but tidying it up. Now, some people ask me about how do I get so many jobs and why do I get so many jobs. It's because I want to look at leaving as I've never really been there. And getting it as tidy as possible. So I think it's super important. I don't show it enough. In fact, I'll probably never ever bother showing me clearing up because it is such a bloody boring thing. But you can't go wrong with a dustpan and brush and a couple of big old wipes so that you can make sure all your area is just dust free if possible. There we go, all done. Right, away. Right, so tumble dryer, that doesn't actually connect up at all. That's just got your pull-out tray. Wash machine. Now I've put the waste in. Yeah, not a problem. I put the cold feed on, but if you notice, I've not left it turned on. Now, the reason being is you've got to explain to your customer that from that point, your hose and onwards is the appliance. Now, I urge you all, if you're self-employed, check your public liability, see whether or not appliances are covered. Now, is the hose part of the appliance or part of the plumbing? Pretty obvious. Right, so just leave it off like that. And the customer can turn that on and they can test it themselves. Oh, and if you got that. I can't, I'm just so confused. I put shorts on, then I'm too cold. I put trousers on for the first time in, well, this year. And I'm boiling. I am so hot. Do I look sweaty, don't I? I got a shine to me. I kind of wanted to try these new work trousers because I was like, oh yeah, they look really cool. Got them from Tool Fair. Don't get me wrong, right? They look beautiful, right? They actually look really good on. And I'm a fat bloke, yeah? Now they're nice and stretchy, not a problem, yeah? Lovely stretchy trousers, my cup of tea. Yeah, I can bend, squat, do what I want, and you don't feel restricted. But I don't know if you've ever been a fat bloke wearing skinny jeans, but the legs are so tight, right? Which looks great, don't get me wrong. It looks so much better than, you know, when your trousers leg keeps getting caught under the heel of your boot, and then they just look crap and they wear out, and you haven't got to worry about that because they're super tapered to your leg. But my lord, they keep the heat in. I literally feel like I'm wearing, I don't know, it's like wearing thermal leggings or something. I don't know, not that I've ever worn thermal leggings, but I am so hot and I don't know how to get out of it because it's a fucking new build. I just don't know where I'm going. Everywhere, literally everywhere looks the same. It all looks the same to me. New build house, yeah, that's a new build street. That's a new build street. There's no real landmarks here. They just all kind of looks the same. We keep driving around till eventually we find somewhere. I think we're on the right track, maybe. Anyway, these trousers are boiling hot, which are going to be great when it comes winter time and it's freezing and I'm maybe do a couple of jobs on site, like tomorrow. So I am filming tomorrow. I don't know when that video will be out. I've got to edit this one and all the rest of it, so probably in a couple of days time. So tomorrow's job, I am recording. It's a first fix. I'm there for 2 days. We got all the soil pipe to do. We've got, yeah, this is the way out because the shop is just here. We'll go grab a drink. I've got 2 days there. We've got to do all the soil pipe. We've got to do like microbore. Fucking, oh shit, mate. It's a horrible job. But obviously it's on an extension with no roof on, so it should be fairly cool. You alright, bud? How you doing? Huh? Yeah, not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Right, I'm gonna go grab a drink quick. Why did I eat those? I know I was filming. I ate some like corn snacks and then it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Right, okay. At the second, final, last job of the day. I've got to pick my little one up from school today, so it's a bit of a shorter day. Now, leak through the ceiling, off the toilet. It looks like Cyan just from the photo that he sent me. And I've got a Cyan flush valve and toilet washer and everything else. So let's go have a gander. You can see it's caused no end of damage. Now, no wing nut under there. That's how I found it. Oh, look at that condense pipe. Fantastic. Right, we'll do that wing nut on that side. Lovely. Right, should be. Oh, there we go. Let's see if we can get this bastard. Come on. Right. Oh, fuck, the toilet's moving. Easy right there. Just set light to it. Set light to it and then just pull it out. It's easy. Where's the... Alright. See, just set light to it and then just pull it out and then obviously extinguish it. And yeah. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, buddy. That is seized on. I've literally got a pair of grips in the bottom. I'm trying to hold on and it's just not coming off. Fuck. Ah, shite. There's nowhere to grip onto either. How am I going to get that off? Just winding that out, just so I've got something to grab onto in there, but you got a flexi going through a wall. Fuck me. This is a horrendous job. I can see why. This was recommended to me by another plumber, because he didn't want to fucking do it. Alright, so I have got it out. I've had to just cut those with an angle grinder, but we've got some cleaning up to do on this one, because as you can see, this is the area it was coming from, so it's like the fill valve as well as obviously the other side, plus this side didn't even have a wing nut, so oh, what a nightmare. Anyway, I'm going to clean the hell out of this and then we'll start putting it back together. Right. There we go. I've done the inside as well, so that is pretty much ready to start putting back together. Put that up there a sec, I need to clean that up. Now, it looked bad in the photos, but it's way worse in real life. So I can literally push a screw through, a screwdriver through the board underneath the toilet, which ain't no good. We can't put a toilet on there and someone sit on it. So if they just move slightly to one side, you don't know if there's a joist under there or not, you're going through the ceiling with the toilet. So I'm just going to whip home. I've got some what do you call it, marine ply, so we're going to stick a bit of marine ply under that. I've got something at home. Really we want another pan connector, so I am going to pick one up, and we do need another fill valve, so I'll go pick that up. And then basically materials wise, we're looking at a Siamp Optima 50 fill valve, flush pan connector pan connector, and a bit of board. So actually this is becoming quite an expensive job as far as materials wise, but hey ho, we could have replaced it all with Viva parts I suppose, and it would have been quite cheap, but whatever. We're just using up what we got. We're using what we got on the van, that Optima 50. To be fair, I've got a Viva. I should have just used the Viva, shouldn't I? Should have just used it. And then, whatever. Shut up, Sam. Let's go grab this board. Okay, so we're back. We've got everything we need. Put that fill valve on. Got a donut washer. I still need to tighten up that one. Right, let's take that upstairs and we'll get this one fit. There we go, new pan connector, bit of wood, new fixings. Solid as a rock. Right, so we've got this on. Just gets tightened up. Come on. Yeah. The water just keeps coming up from the bottom. You give it this end push roll. And we're all good. Can't see any leaks. Lovely. Stable enough. Right, I need to pack it up. Right, that's that. I sort of breezed through that, like genuinely I breezed through that job because I've got to go pick up Lytton from school now. So I say now, I smash that one and I've got an hour and a half until I need to pick him up, so it is what it is. Oh well, no more than that. Hour and 3/4. I bloody smashed it. He did say, oh, can you do the bathroom for me? Because obviously he's going to need a new bathroom, right? Chop up all that floorboard, or it's all rotten and black and mouldy now. And do a full bathroom. And I was like, no. I am getting closer and closer to just hiring someone as a bathroom fitter. If you live in Warwickshire and you'd like to work for me, but you got to live in Warwickshire because that's where all the work will be, or my side of Gloucestershire, or my side of I'll put a map. Okay, if you live within this area here and you want to come work for me, give me a bell, message me on Instagram or something, and I might take you on as bathroom fitter, because it's every day. I keep getting asked about bathrooms. Some of them not the easiest jobs in the world, some of them are quite complicated, some of them are in manor houses where the floor goes, some of them are in barns where the floor goes, you know. So there's a lot of bullshit that goes along with bathrooms, but that's just bathrooms, isn't it? You know what I mean? But no, I'm seriously considering just like partnering up with someone. I'd like to partner up with someone, and the work is there to be had, and I'll be honest with you, no one else around here wants to do it, right? No one else wants to do bathroom fitting, or the few that do, they get tied up for so long that they've got no, like, it's just they don't even answer the phone because they're already tied up with bathrooms for the next 6 to 12 months. So in fact, a guy who I know, Balford, shout out Balford from Evesham, I usually send him some bathrooms, but he's booked up. He said I'm booked up till sort of like February next year, so you know what I mean? You can kind of pick and choose what bathrooms to do, can't you, in that case? But yeah, if you want to do that bathroom right there, let me know, and we can we will maybe as a little trial run, you can do it on your own, fit his bathroom for him. I'll go around, see what sort of state you leave it in, and maybe I'll take you on his bathroom fit. I don't know. Right, peace out, lads. I need to grab a drink, I need to grab some other bits and bobs. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. If you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Helps me out massively. And watch more videos. Just watch loads of more videos, that will help. And like them all. Just go through from liking them. Sweet. See you later.